Hey everyone, I'm Frenzy the Killbot.
And I'm Swordfish.
And I'm Cletus.
And we are back with the first video of the next game. Welcome to Let's Play Halo 2. How great is that electric guitar riff in the intro there?
It's just great.
Very nostalgic.
I remember playing it on Guitar Hero too.
How many times did you listen to that in high school?
Many times.
Many times. I'm not doing the whole bit this time, but Halo 2, we are going to be playing the Master Chief Collection version, not the original Xbox version.
RIP.
That was a fan favorite.
It was. Halo 2 is interesting. So it was released in 2004. They did not plan on making a sequel. Like, when the original blew up, they sort of went, oh, yeah, now we can make a sequel, but they didn't have any plans to. And it had a very difficult development, and hopefully we get a chance to talk more about that. But before we do, we got to launch into the opening cutscene. It's a little bit long, and it's interesting. You might be very surprised at this opening cutscene. We're going to see a lot of new stuff very quickly. So
it's so good.
Yeah. And just like before, we're going to show the loading screen once.
Yeah,
I had to speed this up by 2 or 3 times, by the way. It's slow.
There was only one chip.
One? Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
Noble prophet of truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
It was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
The plating was about to fail. There's viscosity throughout the gel layer. Optics, totally fried. And let's not even talk about the power supply. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
Tell that to the Covenant.
Well, I guess it was all obsolete anyway. Your new suit's a Mark 6, just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. Please look at the top light. Good.
Alright, so we're going to go through all this stuff again. I'm going to talk over it.
Right. Look at the top light again.
That opening cutscene.
That's it. Now the
So,
bottom one.
in general in Halo 2 is we're going to focus a lot on the Covenant from their side of the story, a lot more than we did in Halo 1.
Move around a little. Get a feel for it.
The other thing I want to mention, in Halo 2 Anniversary, so the cutscenes, they're different than Halo 1 Anniversaries. It's not just a new graphics layer. They actually rebuilt all the cutscenes from scratch, out of engine. But
I think that's smart.
it is. They look really, really good. They still use all the original dialogue recordings, so the cutscenes themselves aren't all that different, because they still have to fit them to the same voice lines. But just, yeah, completely redone.
I remember a lot of pop-in during cutscenes. And
Yes, texture popping
it
was a big
so
problem.
bad. Yeah.
This was released on the original Xbox, so it was limited by that hardware at the time. And they actually squeezed quite a lot of performance out of that thing.
Shields are extremely resilient, very efficient. Bingo! As you can see, they recharge a lot faster. If your shields go down, find some cover, wait for the meter to read fully charged.
That, or he can hide behind me. You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training wheels.
His armor's working fine, Johnson, so shut your chilly hole. You're free to go, son. Just remember, take things slow.
Don't worry, I'll hold his hand.
So, Johnson, when you gonna tell me how you made it back home in one piece?
Sorry, Guns, it's classified.
My ass! Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2 scope.
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him an invitation. Earth. Huh. Haven't seen it in years. When I shipped out for basic, the orbital defense grid was all theory and politics. Now look, the Cairo is just one of 300 geosync platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through a Covenant capital ship. Coordinated fire from the Athens and the Malta, nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece. Ships have been arriving all morning. Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
You told me there wouldn't be any cameras.
And you told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief, to give them hope. So smile, would ya? Well, we still got something to smile about.
Drawn quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure?
Gentlemen, we're lucky to have you back. Go ahead, Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io. We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to make this quick.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Sergeant Major, the Colonial Cross is awarded for acts of singular daring and devotion. For a soldier of the United Earth Space Corps.
Your can be no greater heresy. Let him be an example for all who would break our covenant.
Commander Miranda Keyes, your father's actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service. His bravery in the face of impossible odds reflects great credit upon himself and the UNSC. The Navy has lost one of its best.
Slip space ruptures directly off our battle cluster.
Show me.
15 Covenant capital ships holding position just outside the kill zone.
This is Fleet Admiral Harper. We are engaging the enemy.
Negative, Admiral. Form a defensive perimeter around the cluster. Commander, get to your ship. Link up with the fleet.
Yes, sir.
You have the Mac gun, Cortana. As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right. The fleet that destroyed Reach was 50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts. Boarding craft and lots of them.
They're going to try to take our Mac guns offline. Give their capital ships a straight shot at Earth. Master Chief, defend this station.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon.
Right this way.
Alright, so big surprise, we're under attack. Before we really get started, I just want to say how great that opening cutscene is. The way they flip between the Master Chief being, like, rewarded and the Covenant Commander being punished. Just really good.
I loved it. I feel like it's the first time I've watched it because, like...
It's been so long?
Yeah, or, like, I watched it once after the midnight opening. And
sorry, before we get going, these two things here are going to be our sort of new standard human weapons. We'll talk about them in just a second.
How's it going, Malta? Stand by. They're latched. Check your targets, watch the crossfire. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones in back. Good luck, Cairo.
Field of fire on that bulkhead. As soon as that door opens, let them have it.
Okay, so this gun here, the submachine gun, or the SMG, this is basically the new assault rifle. Halo 2 doesn't have the assault rifle. This completely replaces it. And it kind of makes a lot more sense. High magazine capacity, rapid fire, not very good accuracy.
Not very good damage either.
No, that as well. And this is the battle rifle, or the BR. You're going to be seeing this a lot. And this takes the place of your sort of main, accurate, high-powered rifle, which the pistol actually filled in Halo 1.
Getting some wild nostalgia from of getting home from the midnight release and like playing through this.
Yeah. How cool is that effect with the breaking glass? It looks so cool, like each piece keeps its texture. That's neat.
I did not see that the first time I played through.
Another cool thing, dual wielding. This was added in Halo 2. It lets you, well, dual wield any one-handed weapon. Dual wielding is a lot of fun. It lets you put out a whole bunch of damage. But it's kind of weird. It breaks the golden triangle because you can no longer melee or throw grenades easily. I still like it. It opens up your options a whole lot, but it does kind of limit what you can do. You can just shoot your guns. That's it.
I saw you doing like plasma first to break shield, and then yeah, and then human weapon next to...
Yeah, that strategy still works in Halo 2, and dual wielding, yes, lets you do it without actually even having to change weapons.
It is satisfying mowing people down with those SMGs, though.
I know, it's so much fun.
I don't think I dual wielded that much in my first couple playthroughs. I was too obsessed with the BR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the BR was...
It felt so good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it very often either when I'm playing single player. Like doing a legendary run, I would probably not do it very much.
Because you need the headshots.
Mm-hmm. Also, we get to see the pistol, or the Magnum. It was actually called that in Halo 1 too, but I just always call it the pistol. This is not Halo 1's pistol, unfortunately. It fills the role of a sidearm much more accurately.
Doesn't do shit. Yeah, I wanted to talk about... I knew you'd bring it up, but... you can... It is very fun having two, though. It makes you feel like a total dipshit, but...
It is dual wieldable, and it's a lot of fun.
Hey, check it out. The Malta's already driven off its borders.
Malta, what is your status? Over.
I don't believe it! They're retreating! We won!
This is bad. Real bad.
Yeah, this kind of tracks with the Maltese people that I've met.
Oh my god. Why? Why?
Look, this is Halo. All of humanity's united.
That's right. They are Earth people. I'm gonna show off the original graphics here. There we are.
That's not so different.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Like I said, they actually squeezed a lot of performance out of the original Xbox. It's not too bad.
Space doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the
Less
neat
busy.
things is that even comparing it to an actual output from the original Xbox, it looks the exact same. Like, it's a little bit blurry because of the resolution, but it's like dead on. I did have to do something weird there because the field of view is completely different between the PC version, but it lines up really, really well.
Yeah, it's decent.
I would have rather had like worse graphics than have texture pop in, because when you're watching a cutscene, oh, that really drove me crazy.
Yeah. I actually will probably always remember the next level's opening cutscene had really bad texture popping, and it's like one of the best cutscenes in the game. But every single time single time it runs, it has this horrible texture popping that just ruins it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Okay, that's the last time I'll complain about that.
We're never gonna see it in this LP because of the anniversary version. But it was definitely a thing.
Attention. We have border.
Uh-oh. Hey, they're leaving the Athens.
Cortana, assessment.
That explosion came from inside the Athens, same as the Malta. The Covenant must have brought something with them. A bomb.
Then they sure as hell brought one here. Chief, find it.
So I actually really like the whole space stations named after cities thing. I don't know why, it feels right.
I never really thought about it, but...
Did they really put them all on the same side of Earth?
So they're presumably all around Earth. I mean, the Covenant decided to show up right in front of the one that the Master Chief is on, which seems, like not a great decision. But what I think is cool is that we're actually over the African continent. So, like, we're actually right around the right longitudes, I guess, for Cairo, Athens, and Malta.
Oh, cool.
So I sort of wonder if all this different stations around the globe are actually named after cities there in geosync orbit above.
Oh.
That's Gunn, isn't it?
Yeah, he's gone, but he would have wanted us to have his shotgun.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And to make good use of it, which we are going to do.
You know, I was thinking, Mr. Love Space, wouldn't it make most sense to like have them at like the equator, or no?
So yes, actually, geosynchronous orbit is only possible at the equator. But you couldn't protect Earth very well like that, because then they could just come in over the poles.
Right.
So you would have to have non-geosync platforms as well. In real life, but this is a video game, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All non-combat personnel reporting evacuation station.
Come on, Chief, this way.
I was almost on board when they showed up.
Don't worry, ma'am. We're on it.
Hey, Kitty, do you remember one time playing through this and like pushing a couch as far as we could?
I wasn't sure if this was the level or not, but I sure do.
Yeah.
I actually remember that too.
Yeah, I think it was when we were living together.
Yeah.
At the house.
Yes. That was when Something Awful still had their asshole physics articles.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, hey, wonder how far we can take this with us. Halo 2 definitely has a lot, their physics engine is a little bit bigger as far as what it encompasses, so there's a lot more physics-enabled objects.
I forgot Outer Space Zone.
Yeah, we get to go out into, space. It's not a huge difference. There is slightly reduced gravity, which lets you make bigger jumps that you normally wouldn't be able to make. Hold on.
Some of them.
Some of them. Takes a couple tries sometimes. But there we go. And this is going to let us take a good look at this thing here, which is actually Commander Key's ship. The In Amber Clad.
In Amber Clad? What the hell does that mean?
Clad in amber. I don't know.
I'm gonna assume it's a Jurassic Park reference to the mosquito.
Yeah, why not?
That's I was thinking, but like, it means you're entombed and dead.
Sir, boarders have breached the fire control center. They have a bomb.
Can you defuse it?
Yes, but I'll need the Chief's help to make contact with the detonator.
Chief, get to the bomb, double time. Cortana, prioritize targets and fire at will. First echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers. Take them out one by one. Second echelon, keep those carriers busy.
Registering all hostile vessels inside the kill zone. 13 cruisers to assault. I'm going loud.
And a new type of enemy. These guys suck.
Yeah, they were the worst.
So annoying.
They are
Drones.
called drones, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone ever calls them that in the whole game, though. They're normally referred to as buggers. For good reason.
So they set us up the bomb.
Yeah. That is correct.
I've been going through old memes lately, so...
Yeah. I honestly don't remember all the dialogue from that one. Okay. We get a really cool view here. They sort of mentioned it way back at the beginning, but this whole space station is built around a giant gun. You may have heard them call it a MAC cannon. That's magnetic accelerator cannon. Yeah. This thing is kind of badass.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading about it in the books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it fires like a 60-ton hunk of tungsten or something like that. White hot tungsten.
Yeah, the book made it, like, I loved it.
Yeah,
about that.
So badass.
Yeah, it's very cool.
The carriers are breaking through, sir. They're heading straight for the Cairo.
Cortana, concentrate your fire on the first carrier. Admiral, do what you can against the second.
Everyone, form up. Follow my lead.
This sequence here is super easy to miss if you just back up to take cover. But one of the carriers, like, full-on buzzes our station.
Oh.
The first carrier completely ignored us, sir. Blew through the Malta's debris field and headed straight for Earth.
Do the drone enemies appear in any other of the Halo games?
Yep. Yeah, no, I think like they definitely show up from this point on.
They're just so unmemorable.
Yeah, they really are. They're just, I think, so they could have a flying enemy. This section here is literally my favorite set piece / environment in the entire Halo series. This area we're currently fighting on is the recoil dampener for the giant gun as it goes up and down. It's just so cool.
That is
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think I noticed that.
It is, I don't know. It does cause some problems, but it just, like, a moving environment that's actually part of a giant mechanism is, I don't know. It works for me.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, just gonna play around with it a little bit. One of the things I don't think I ever realized until while I was doing this LP is we're actually going inside the gun right now.
Oh.
Careful.
Just so you know, there are quite a few elites guarding the bomb. You may need to get creative.
Okay, how's this for creative? We're gonna do the noob combo two-handed.
Oh yeah, baby.
Noob combo 2.0.
Yeah. But before we do, I do want to show one other thing. This is just me being super obsessed with the whole space station thing. This room we're in, the entire room is a giant auto-loader for the gun.
Very
I just
nice.
Love that detail.
I don't like that the pistol's in your left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Needler is
Needlers.
back.
Oh, and you could dual wield them.
You can dual wield them. I don't do it in this video.
It's so funny though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you dual wield Needlers, you can just unleash pink hell on people. It is a lot of fun.
Oh.
I was trying to sneak up on him and it didn't work.
Are these guys like willing to die next to the bomb?
Apparently.
Me inside your head now.
How much time was left?
You don't want to know.
Cairo, this is an Emberclad. The carrier shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
So, stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy. Just one question. What if you miss?
I won't.
Pretty good.
Chief, get inside. Gear up.
We're taking this fight to the surface.
So that's a little bit of a dumb cutscene.
What a baller cutscene there.
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really works.
It's not like he steered it or anything, though. I mean, he could have just tossed it out.
Yeah. I think the first half of that is the original Halo 2 announced trailer, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which gave me tingles at the time.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Definitely.
I think the other cool thing is that apparently there was supposed to be another level of the game where you actually boarded the Covenant ship instead of blowing it up. Yeah. It got cut, obviously. Well, I guess obviously for us, for people who haven't seen the game before. Not so obviously, but we were supposed to actually do like a Truth and Reconciliation style on board a Covenant ship mission. Which would have been kind of neat, but I like the fact that we're heading to Earth, finally.
Yeah, I think that like blew my mind. It was like, wow, human planet, sort of.
Mm-hmm. This one, in fact.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
the one that we're on.
Right.
Yeah. All right. That's it. See you guys next time.